A very good morning to you. Welcome to Good Morning East Africa. My name is Ngugi, and today I ask by asking you a question. Are you happy to have woken up today? Do you feel blessed? Because I believe every day comes with its own blessings. And when you wake up in the morning, you should be happy and look forward to having a wonderful day. Well, right here at CBA TV, we are very happy because for the first time ever, we are introducing a new host who has been born and raised in Somaliland, but went for higher education in Uganda. In Uganda, they called him Sebo. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Wangui. A very good morning to East Africa, wherever you are, Kampala, Nairobi, and also here in Hargeisa. Exactly.
So they Uganda. Call you Sebo?
Yeah, not all Ugandans. People of Kampala and the central of Uganda, when they are calling for man, they always call him Sebo.
So what's your name, Sebo?
My name is called Hamse Yasin Daabjeerin.
Hamse Yasin
Daabjeerin.
Daabjeerin. We are so happy.
I think that's not a name. That's a full sentence.
It's a full sentence. It's a big name.
It's a very big name.
Especially the last one is really not easy to pronounce.
Not just only for you. Even some Somali people cannot pronounce it perfectly.
Really?
Exactly.
Is it a unique name?
Yeah, it's just a nickname.
Well, we are very happy that you have joined Good Morning East Africa. I'm sure our audience will love you. They will walk the journey with you. And teach us something, like a few words that you learned in Uganda.
In Uganda, when I have been there for like 4 years and a half, and I was studying for a university called Islamic University in Uganda for Kampala campus. Exactly, I was learning basic Luganda language, though it was somehow difficult to me. So I just only know very few, but not much as may you expect. So, for example, Sebo, Niabo, Jangu, and Oleotia. Oleotia means like, how are you? I think so. It was, how are you? Yeah, that's very basic Luganda.
How about the food? Matoke?
That's the Motoka land, exactly. If you go to Uganda, just be ready to know how to take a motoka.
What is matoke actually?
Motoka is just somehow I think they boil a banana. Though for me I didn't take. They boil a banana and you take it.
Wow. In fact, you look healthy, having eaten a lot of matoke in Uganda. And now you're back in Somaliland. How does it feel to have been away from home?
Exactly, when you're away from your family, from your country, from your relative, from your colleagues, exactly, you are missing a loved ones. So I have been missing my family for that long years. Finally, I came here like 2 months ago now.
So, Sebo Hamse, I have a story for you. Actually, it's not a story, it's like a news, like it's trending online. When you go to news websites, you'll get to see it. There's this guy, his name is Jay Barrett.
Okay.
Well, Jay Barrett is a man in the United States of America. He has this terminal illness, like he has cystic fibroids. And doctors have told him that he has only 6 months left for him to live in this world. And his dying wishes have always been, I want to speak to Donald Trump, the president, or maybe meet him. And guess what? Donald Trump surprised him. He gave Jay a call, and Jay was so happy. Receiving a call from Donald Trump is not something that can happen just easily. Can you imagine the president calling you?
Exactly, it could be a surprise.
Yeah.
By the way, to go back to that story, the other thing we need to know is, you have told me that the doctors have told that Jay Barrett, you told me Jay Barrett?
Barrett, yeah.
Yeah, Jay Barrett could live like 6 months. Only.
Yeah.
But the wonder thing is how doctors can expect someone how long he can live. It's just only for God who knows
true.
exactly. So I can say doctors can disappoint their patients.
It is true.
Exactly.
Because they're using scientific knowledge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you cannot tell your patient you just only have like 2 days
to live.
It will be a disaster to the patient, seriously. Come back to the question. What if your president, my president, call it Musa Bihi, call his use? It will be surprise, seriously. I would have said, is that Mr. Musa Bihi? Yes. How can I confirm that you are the one? Because many people can call you and they can say, this is Musa Bihi. Like it happened to Kenya last time.
Yeah.
Do you remember? There's
The
also
news.
another story that happened in Kenya, Nairobi. There was some people pretended the president and they call it one of the local businessmen. And they got him enough number of money.
Yeah.
You
they
see?
faked the president's voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, the first thing exactly I would have do is that I check and I confirm where is the exactly he is the right president who am I talking to. That's the first thing I would have do.
Well, for this one, lucky enough, it is truly Donald Trump who called this guy. And he was like, hello, my guy, how are you doing? You need to fight on. We fight. Like he was encouraging him. That was so sweet. Because many people view Donald Trump as this heartless, cruel, very strict man. But we get to see the other side of him. Like he cares. There's this humanity in him. Like
yes, exactly. There was a humanity. I also heard about the story that the president, Donald Trump, called it to Jay Barrett. And he was talking a nice way. He was encouraging the guy. Even he told him that he's a very cute guy.
Yeah.
And Jay Barrett loved it.
Yes.
And the other wonder thing is that Jay Barrett, he's a brother to one of the
officials.
one of the US officials, exactly. Both of them, they have different political parties. Jay Barrett, he always supports or backs by the Republican, where President Trump is expecting to run for 2020 elections. And also his sister supports and is part of the other party, called it Democratic Party. So seriously, it was an interesting story.
Very interesting.
Very interesting story. And the president called it. He informed me that he's the one, he's the right president. He wishes him a good health, and he told him that he likes this kind of man, like Jay Barrett. And Jay Barrett was actually impressed.
Very interesting
Exactly.
story. And even the president's son, Eric, he said he's going to send Jay a special present.
Wow.
I wonder what kind of a present this would be. We should wait and see what kind of present.
Exactly. It's not only us who is wishing to see or to hear about the special present to Jay Barrett from the son of Donald Trump. Even Jay Barrett himself is thinking about what kind of present will you receive from that guy. Seriously. Maybe it can be anything. It can be, what do you think?
Just a surprise, maybe.
Just a surprise.
Yeah.
Surprise is a surprise. So you cannot think about it. Exactly.
You know, for me, if President Musa Bihi today gave me a call, I would tell the whole world. President Musa Bihi has called me. You can imagine, even not just a call, like shaking his hand.
Shaking his hand.
Eating dinner with the president. How would that feel? Like, oh my, it's a moment that you will never forget.
No, the first thing, everyone knows, the first thing when your president shakes hand with you, exactly.
Will you even wash your hands? Like you will not wash your hands that day, that week.
Not that week. not that week, exactly. Maybe, yes, shaking hand is normal, but to give you a call is a unique thing.
It is true.
Your president who is leading you to call you. But for me, my president, if he calls me, do you know what I would have asked him? just to give me a guarantee that I should be his successor.
You cannot qualify, Hamse.
Why are you saying that? I can qualify.
You can qualify?
Why not?
To succeed Museveni?
Why not?
Start campaigning now.
Very soon you will see me.
I want to see you.
I will appoint him my campaign manager. Get ready
I'll be
for
the
that.
campaign manager.
Seriously.
Thank you. I'll be happy.
right.
Anyway, to another story now. There's this thing that Ethiopians are so angry and they're reacting to some hair locks that belonged to the late Emperor Tawadros II. You know, Ethiopians had these emperors. They were like the royal people. And when Tawadros II died, some of his hair was taken and it is kept in a museum in Britain. So people are so angry. Why should you be putting up human body parts for display in a foreign country? I think they should be returned back to Ethiopia. And now people are asking, we want our heritage back.
By the way, I don't think I think that's inhuman to put someone's body or part of his body in a museum.
Yeah.
For example, you cannot put your hand, Wangui's hand, for display. People to come and see. What's the benefit from that? Seriously, there's no good. So I think UK or Britain should think back about that.
Yeah, they
exactly.
should take that hair back
of
to
course,
Ethiopia.
to Ethiopia, to where it belongs. Not just only Ethiopia, there are other things that always Britain stole from Africa during the colonial time. So even there is also there was an argument between Nigeria and also UK. And also, you are just telling me that also Ethiopia condemning that lost hair. So UK should stop that things, I think.
You know, when the colonialists came, actually it's not just Britain. These colonialists came from, we had Belgians, Portuguese. When they came to colonize Africa, they saw amazing things, interesting things, and they will take them to go and show the people out there. And now they are displayed in museums. We have even a crown that was taken from Ethiopia. We have even some clothes, some attire that were worn by the royals. And even in Nigeria, there are some bronze artifacts that are taken away from them.
But Wangui, let me ask you this. Why do you think UK or Britain they were displaying that lost hair? What was the reason? Huh?
You know, it's interesting. The fact is, it's very interesting for a white man to see things that are from Africa. They get to learn about Africa that way. But in real sense, these things do not belong to them. We also have our children here in Africa who need to learn about our history.
Exactly.
If you take our things, you take our crowns, you take our artifacts, display them out there, what will our children see? I think these things should be in our museums right here in Africa. If they want to learn about our heritage, let them come here. Let them travel all the way and come and see them.
Exactly.
But not have them out there.
Exactly. So, yes, we have already told that it is not possible to put in a museum somebody's part of his body. Exactly. I don't know the useful of that. So let Britain bring it back to Ethiopia.
Yes.
Simple.
It is true.
Simply.
They should bring it back.
Exactly.
And the campaign is on and on.
It's on.
And actually even the ambassador of Ethiopia in UK was saying it is very inhuman and not good at all to display Tawadros II hair in a British museum. And it's not just one museum. Like there's also another museum there where there are things that are taken from Ethiopia that are displayed in that museum. Also Kenya, Uganda, I'm sure there are so many things that maybe we are not even aware about that were taken away from us.
By the way, let us differentiate this thing. For example, you have talked about Kenya and Uganda. you have museum, not so?
Yes.
But I think you just only keep that side in that museum just only for the African traditional equipment, but not human body. Not so.
No.
Do you have human body there?
I have never seen hair, eyes, ears, or nose of a human being.
That's the interesting thing. Why you guys keeping human body in their museum?
Yeah.
Seriously, every country has a museum, but they always keep other things like traditional equipment, other things, other stuff.
Things that are man-made.
Yeah. But not a human body. You cannot find Nairobi's museum a hand of former President Kenyatta. Seriously.
I cannot even imagine.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Serious, that's inhuman.
It's inhuman.
Inhuman. So Britain should stop that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we are campaigning here at CBA, like we are joining Ethiopia, saying yes, let us bring back.
Of course.
The hair of Emperor Tawadros too.
Exactly.
Yes. And if they have also taken anything from Somaliland, let them bring it back.
Let them let them bring back immediately.
Immediately.
We cannot tolerate
with immediate effect. And we are very serious about it.
We are very serious about this. We are very serious.
Yeah.
But I think they didn't get anything from Somaliland.
We hope so.
We hope so.
Yeah. You had it. We want the British, the Europeans, our colonizers to bring everything that they took away from us back here in our African continent. Well, you're still watching CBA TV and we have another story. Hamse, do you know people were stranded in an airport, like they could not travel at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport in Kenya? People were stranded. In fact, even our CEO, the CEO of CBA TV, was one of the people who was stranded actually. Yeah. What happened, the airport workers went on strike. And you know when they go on strike, they paralyze everything. Nobody's there.
So why they were striking?
Well, they're complaining about the management. It's like they're handing over the management to another company, which they do not like. They're accusing the management of corruption. The people who are senior, they're being paid a lot of money while the juniors are getting very little. So there are a lot of issues that led to the strike. So when they went on strike, everything at the airport went at a standstill. Nobody's there to take care of the passengers. Nobody's there to do the operations at the airport.
And imagine you have a flight there. Seriously, it will be disaster.
Yeah.
And I know when I was in Kampala as a student, I remember the same thing, but with different story happening in Kampala. I had a colleague, a Djiboutian colleague. He was supposed to travel tomorrow from Entebbe Airport in Uganda. Then the guy, there was another man who is also a singer and then became a politician in Uganda who is called Bobi Wine.
Yes,
was landing.
Bobi Wine, the musician.
You know him.
I know him.
That guy. He became a politician recently from 2017, I think so, if I'm not mistaken. So he was coming from USA. Then Entebbe Airport was blocked.
Because of Bobi Wine?
Because of Bobi Wine. Because many people were expecting to receive him from the airport. So, and the government was somehow fears that there will be problems like protests and violence. So the police stopped people to receive from there. Just only his first family will receive him. That's what the police indicated. Then my friend, this Djiboutian friend, he was not aware about that. He was traveling in the early morning. He went, he reached to Entebbe Airport. Do you know what happened to him? Even he was not allowed to go inside the first time.
So he did not even access the airport?
No, after he explained it to him that he is a passenger and he's traveling, they allowed him to go. When he reached inside of the airport, he was informed that his flight left and departed. Seriously. Because of the charm of the city, because of the security check to access to the airport, all that things delayed him. So I know yesterday what happened in Nairobi, Jomo Kenyatta, affected many people.
A lot of people.
A lot of people. Imagine someone traveling, delaying his flight. And if you delay flight, what happened to you? Do you know what? You may pay another money to renew your ticket. That's another loss. The other thing is that your families, your relatives may be awaiting you in the other airport that you will land. So Wangui, so yesterday, yes, many people affected what happened to Jomo Kenyatta, because people, these people traveling, there are other people waiting them
on the other side them.
Exactly. So I know.
It's like it destroys your whole plan. It creates a lot of confusion.
Exactly.
You can imagine maybe you are attending an event. Maybe even it's a wedding. Your bride is waiting for you to come and you do the wedding. And then you tell her, oh no, I'm not coming because the flights have been cancelled. You destroy all the plans. Even maybe people are expecting you, maybe you've not been home for many, many years, like maybe 4 years or 5, and this is the time you're coming, so everybody's excited. They've prepared meals for you. Even maybe people have traveled from the village to come and see you, and then you tell them, oh, I'm not coming. It's not good at all.
And they may think that something bad happened to you. Unless you explain to them that there is a chaos in the airport.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So what happened to people at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport was really, really annoying, especially for the passengers. And it was also shocking because at the airport, there were riots. Like police were chasing away the protesting airport workers. You could see them hitting them with clubs, like dispersing them and firing tear gas. You can imagine tourists who maybe were in Kenya for the first time. What did they think? Like, this is not a safe place.
Yes, of course.
Maybe they think this is what usually happens.
Of course. That's what, for example, to me, if I go to Nairobi and I face that thing, exactly the first thing may happen or may come to my mind is that this is the normality in Nairobi. This is what happened in Nairobi. Because I'm new, I didn't had any idea about Nairobi. So I know many people who were new to Nairobi may surprise yesterday.
It is true. Well, I think sometimes there are places where even you as a demonstrator, you need to consider the consequences. Rioting in an airport is not a good decision because you are destroying the image of the country. Yes, it is okay to have a strike. It is okay to say, no, we're not going to work today. But take it away from some areas.
From the airport to another place.
Yeah. And I just hope that the situation was solved.
But do you know why they are doing this? It's because they want to show the government how they are strong in the airport, and the other thing is because they are the staff of airport in the airport. They cannot go to other side. If they are protesting, they should protest where the work is going on. So I think that's why they were protesting.
And this tells us how airport workers are very important in our society, because without them, a lot can go wrong.
Of course.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for making time to be in this show. It was lovely. I hope you enjoyed it.
I didn't enjoy exactly. I didn't. Do you know why I don't enjoy?
Why?
You told me this is a very morning show, but I don't see any cafe, any tea.
Okay.
And it's very early morning. You see?
In the next show, I'll bring you some coffee. Do you want coffee, tea, chocolate?
Anything you like with me.
Okay, we will have that for you.
Okay, next show.
Next show.
Okay, that's for Good Morning East Africa.
Yes, for Good Morning East Africa. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We wish you a lovely day. Have a blessed day. Enjoy your day. Do not let any negative thing come your way. From us here at CBA TV, we love you. Have a beautiful day.